What if everything we believed about Mei Mei and Yulong's heartbreaking breakup was never the full story? What if the split that sent shockwaves across the internet wasn't about betrayal at all but a quiet, selfless act of love meant to shield, not shatter? Stick with me until the end, because what's been uncovered will completely change how you see their story. Just weeks after fans mourned their emotional separation, new insider accounts are revealing a much deeper, more painful truth behind Mei Mei and Yulong's partying. And no, it wasn't a scandal. It wasn't deception. It was something far more complicated and heartbreakingly tender. Remember that infamous photo that blew up online? The one that allegedly showed Yulong with a secret wife? Turns out, the woman in that picture wasn't a hidden partner, was his cousin. Captured at a solemn family memorial back in 2021. A private moment that was taken out of context, twisted, and weaponized by gossip blogs hungry for clicks. But the damage had already been done. The agency remained silent. Mei Mei, left to piece together rumors and fragments, believed she'd been betrayed. And in that confusion, in that heartbreak, she pulled away. What happened next didn't make headlines, but it left scars. A live stream followed, where the once effortless warmth between them had faded. Mei Mei smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. Yulong tried to speak, but the silence between them said more than words ever could. Fans watched, helpless, as something beautiful quietly unraveled right before their eyes. Then came the moment that could have changed everything. A rooftop in Shanghai, late at night. Yulong had waited for hours with a letter in hand, hoping to explain everything, hoping to win her back. When Mei Mei finally arrived, their exchange was raw, full of sorrow and unfinished sentences. But just as he was about to give her the letter, security stepped in. Paparazzi had caught wind of the meeting. Hotel staff broke it up. Mei Mei walked away without hearing the full truth, and that letter, the one where Yulong confessed that he had remained silent only to protect her rising career, it never made it into her hands. And here's where the heartbreak becomes something almost cinematic. Mei Mei had just landed the most important role of her career, a lead in a historical drama poised to launch her into a whole new league. But shooting dates clashed with Yulong's worldwide film promotions. They both knew that staying together publicly would invite a storm of media speculation, headlines, rumors, distractions, and for Mei Mei, the pressure could have cost her everything she'd worked for, so they made a devastating choice. They let go not because they stopped loving each other, but because loving her meant stepping aside. Yulong reportedly said, "She shouldn't have to give up her future for my past. Let her shine." And she did. Mei Mei nodded through the tears, and walked away with her dream intact hand, a heart still tethered to his. Days later, during one last meeting, Yulong handed her a tiny silver key. On it, engraved in delicate script, "To our next chapter. Whenever you're ready." That key still rests in her jewelry box, untouched but never forgotten. Since the real story began surfacing, fans have rallied behind them in a tidal wave of love. Hashtags like My and Long Forever and Paused Not Over have flooded social media. Artists have sketched Mei Mei holding the key, Yulong watching over her from afar. Letters are being mailed, filled with hope, with heartbreak, with gratitude, not because fans want drama, but because we finally understand. This wasn't about scandal. It was about two people trying to love each other in a world that wouldn't let them, and now, we wait. There's talk of a charity event this fall, one that might bring them face to face again. No promises. No grand declarations. Just a chance. A single moment where eyes might meet and hearts might speak without words. And maybe that's what love really is: quiet, resilient, waiting in the wings. The kind that survives even when the world misreads the story. If you believe this chapter isn't the final one, drop a key emoji in the comments. And make sure to subscribe for more untold stories like this. Because when two hearts are truly meant for each other, even time has to step aside.